Is it sane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we, am I? Our game is not logical, but you contemplate, are we, am I?
Tonight, there is so much on the line for the Toronto Blue Jays. My voice shouldn't have yelled so much last night knowing that there's another game today. Game number 4, Mariners, Blue Jays. Ben Nicholson-Smith had this tweet. Teams that take a 3-1 lead in a best of 7 win 85% of the time. Teams that win game 4 to tie up the best of 7 win the series 47% of the time. There's a lot on the line tonight. Holy cow. It's Max Scherzer night. I'm hoping that Max Scherzer isn't the Max Scherzer we've been seeing late in the season. It wasn't good to end the year. Hit a 5+ ERA. And he sat out for, 2 weeks now? He hasn't pitched. It's been a while since Scherzer's been on the mound, and you hope that the rest has just been good for him. The last time Max Scherzer pitched was September 24th in a game where he allowed 10 hits, 4 runs over 5 innings pitched. Start before that, he allows 7 earned runs in doesn't even get through the first inning. That was the 20-1 loss that the Blue Jays had against the Kansas City Royals. I don't know if you remember that game, but that is a result that the Jays had this year. You can see it right there. They lost 20-1. This was Max Scherzer's second last start of the season. Yeah, he allowed 7 runs in that first inning. And then he had one more start after that one. And then we haven't seen him since. So a lot of unknowns here for Scherzer. A lot of unknowns for the Jays. But you hope that the 3 weeks off that he's had were good for him. Wes Richard in the chat gifting 5 SDPN memberships to get us started. Appreciate it as always, Wes. The Leafs are playing the Rangers right now. It is 1-0 Toronto with 2:55 left in the second period. If you care for updates on that, I can give you updates on that throughout the night. That is on the second screen there. But our main screen is Luis Castillo on the mound for the Seattle Mariners to start this game. I was under the impression that Bryce Miller was starting, but I think that has changed. Let's see. Let me get the info for you on that. Or is he starting the next game? Is that what I saw? Yeah, game 5 tomorrow. Bryce Miller starting. Luis Castillo's today. That's correct. Brian Wu is going to be available out of the pen tomorrow. Darn, that's scary. First pitch at T-Mobile Park has been thrown. George Springer is at the plate. Luis Castillo starts off the game with a ball. George Springer takes the second pitch of the game out to left field, but that thing is caught by Randy Arozarena for the first half of the game. Tori writes, if New York-Toronto was being played in New York, I'd be less concerned since the Rangers haven't been able to score at home. Yeah, they're on the verge of setting the longest streak ever without scoring a goal at home to start a season. It's pretty incredible. It's literally historic. If Monday's game happens and they do not score in the first 7 minutes and I think 22 seconds, they will set that record. Next up at the plate is Nathan Lucas to face Luis Castillo. Nathan Lucas grounds out to Josh Naylor at first base. That is 2 quick outs for the Toronto Blue Jays. Wow. James says, jump for joy after hearing Santander get yanked. So the story behind Santander is that he is done for the ALCS. He is done for the World Series if the Jays happen to make there. His season is done because the Toronto Blue Jays had to remove him from the ALCS roster to replace him with Joey Loperfido because Santander has a back injury. The injury is lumbar spine inflammation. It makes me question even more, why was he in the game yesterday? Why was he out playing right field in this series if he had that inflammation in his back? We're going to end the inning here quickly. The first inning comes to an end for the Toronto Blue Jays at the plate as they are retired on 3 outs. Vladdy in a close play. Is John Schneider going to challenge this one? He was out. Please don't challenge. Yep. John Schneider gives the thumbs up. Everybody's moving on. Vladdy was indeed out on a nice play by J.P. Crawford. Throws it in the dirt, but Naylor's able to snag it off the ground. And Vladdy's out for the 3rd out of the inning there. And we go to the bottom of the first where Max Scherzer will take the mound. Denise, I'm with you. I have no idea why Santander was out in the field. I have no idea why he was hitting. It's awful. It's crazy that they would play him knowing that they had that he had this injury and he was dealing with it and he was fighting through it, and that like he would be playing right field when it was clearly limiting him. And so it limited him in right field, and his at the plate, he was awful. Just horrendous plate appearances. I was ranting about it yesterday. If you watch my recap video of yesterday's game, that was like one of the main things I harped on with John Schneider and his decision-making here. Without even knowing that he had a back injury, I wouldn't have played him because he hasn't played all season. And since he's been back from his injury, he's been bad. And these games aren't the games where you can have guys go out there and just find their bats. This isn't the time for that. And the Blue Jays are like, no, Santander's our guy. He's hit well against this Seattle pitching. He's going to hit in the 4 spot yesterday. My goodness. As your cleanup hitter? I have no idea what they were thinking. But thank goodness Joey Loperfido was traveling with the team. He was practicing with the team. He was staying ready just in case of a situation like this. And now they have him on the bench today for this game, and he's ready to go. So I'm very happy that they have that. This is Sedin Magic 1591, who's always sitting here hanging out with us. Sedin Magic 1591 says, let's make the bottom of the inning as fast as the top was. Yeah, that was a quick top of the inning. Let's return the favor to Seattle here and retire them quickly. That is what we are all rooting for. So this is the information from the MLB PR on the substitution of Santander. They said, MLB has approved a roster substitution due to an injury to Blue Jays outfielder Anthony Santander, who will be replaced by outfielder Joey Loperfido for the remaining of the ALCS. By rule, Santander will be ineligible for the World Series should the Blue Jays qualify. Whether it was a real injury or just like, hey, you're kind of injured enough that you're not doing anything, just sit this thing out and we'll get rid of you here because you're not helping us. Either or, this is the correct result in that Santander shouldn't be in the lineup. That's the beginning and the end of it. We have a ground out by Randy Arozarena. Ernie Clement fields this one, throws it over to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Nice little play by Ernie. Nice little snag by Vladdy on that one hopper. Ernie. Gold glove. Gold glove, Ernie. Justin Fisher with the super chat. Thank you, Justin. Justin writes, have a great stream. Go Leafs, go. The Leafs are currently in the second intermission. Cheers to everybody who's tuned in right now to hang out during the second intermission of the Leafs game. Leafs are still up 1-0 as that thing is on pause. Austin Matthews just made an appearance here. Thank you, Austin, for hopping over to this stream. There he is. Austin Matthews with the crab people pillow in his hands. We have this number 2 hitter, this guy, maybe MVP, Cal Raleigh. I don't know if Mariners fans like this guy. I don't know if they're a fan of Cal Raleigh. All they're doing is chanting MVP at T-Mobile Park right now. Big dumpers at the plate, and it's 0-2. Max Scherzer ahead in the count. Throws that one in the dirt, though. 1-2 in the count. 1 out here. Hopefully Scherzer can work quick. We haven't seen a lot of good outings from him. As of late, took 3 weeks off. Let's see what he's got. This is the veteran presence, though. You want anybody who's not fazed by this moment? Someone who's not fazed by pitching with the season on the line, essentially, if you lose this one, it's Max Scherzer. He's got 30 career postseason starts. A 3.78 ERA in the postseason. He deals the 1-2 inside to Cal Raleigh. 2-2 here, 1 out. Killer Frenchie says the fact that his name is Big Dumper never fails to make me chuckle. It is so good. That's one of the top nicknames in sports. That's a changeup that gets by Alejandro Kirk there. It's 3-2 in the count after Scherzer was up in the count 0-2. My voice. Up in the count. 0-2. It's worked back to 3-2. Inside. He walks him. He walks him. You don't like seeing that from your vet. You don't like seeing that at all, people. We got to button this up. I don't know if I like the black cap with the white shirt. If I got the gray road jersey, I might throw that on. It doesn't really feel like the Jays uniform tonight with the home ones and the home throwback Jays and the black cap. It doesn't really fit. Should have gone white Jays cap. I got to think of these things beforehand. Scherzer here, 1-0, falls behind Julio Rodriguez. 2-0 now. That's a 95-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside. This isn't looking good, folks. You got to throw strikes, Max. Scherzer continues his run of not throwing strikes. 3-0 is the count. I can't say count. Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer has thrown, what is that, 7 consecutive balls, walks 2 batters in a row. Mariners have runners on second and first with 1 out because of 2 walks. If you're a veteran pitcher, throw the ball over the plate. You know this. Jorge Polanco, one of the hottest hitters in the entire postseason in terms of clutch at-bats. He's hitting 6 for 25, 250 with runners in scoring position. 5 for 12 in this series. 417 in the ALCS. Another ball. Start the count. We're up to 8. We're up to 8 balls in a row. Finally, Polanco fouls off a ball, and that's a strike. Wow. Scherzer threw 3 balls to end the at-bat with Raleigh. He threw 4 consecutive balls to Julio Rodriguez, and then he started off this Polanco at-bat with a ball. What? No command early. Oh, gets the benefit of the doubt on that one. That one's good. Thank you again to everybody who's been hopping over from the Leaf stream. Yes, we are double streaming on SDPN, the YouTube channel, tonight. Good times all around. Scherzer looks back Cal at second. The dumper has to bring it back to second base. Guerrero's telling Scherzer that his pitches might be getting tipped right now. Wow. Wow. There's a ground ball up the middle. Jays are going to turn 2. Let's go. What a turnaround. Well done. Escapes that jam. That was a great way for that inning to end, because It wasn't looking good for a second there. Things were getting real dangerous with the way Scherzer was throwing that ball. And oh, baby, thank you, Jorge Polanco, for that double play. It was a changeup out of the zone. Polanco chased. He tried to pull it. It was on the outside part of the plate. He tried to pull it. Weak contact. Right up the middle. Jays are able to turn two. Whoo! I'm getting one of those possible spam. Do you guys get those spam calls all the time? Have the spam calls increased for you guys? Is everybody those text messages you always get, and it's like, can we talk for a minute? Or like, your UPS package is waiting here. Give us $800 to pick up your package. Like, you guys get an increase in spam texting calls? We're getting a lot of those lately. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how the scammers took over the whole cell network. Like, it is worse, right? Yeah, Greg. Greg, I literally got that one like 2 days ago. The ones that are like, are you looking for a job? Like, it's crazy. Like, half the texts I receive are from random numbers asking me spam stuff. It's so stupid. I don't know, like Rogers or Bell or whoever's running the networks these days, they need to take care of this stuff. And down this T-Mobile, I don't know who needs to get on top of this, but all of our numbers are leaked to the internet. Everybody in wherever part of the world where they're running these scams, they got all of our phone numbers, and they're just running them through whatever system and auto-dialing and texting us all day long. It's absurd. What happened to my society? I used to live in a society where you didn't get spam text messages and phone calls 24/7. Ridiculous. We got Alejandro Kirk at the plate here to face Luis Castillo. Everybody's agreeing here. Everybody's agreeing. Everybody experiences these spam calls. Alejandro Kirk pops up. Josh Naylor's going to get under that one and retire Kirky. Captain Kirk is retired for the first out of the inning here for the Blue Jays. Slow start to this game for both teams in the first inning. Couple walks for the Mariners, but no hits. Still, Max Scherzer still got a no-hitter. Hey, how about that? Yeah, no runs in the first inning for either squad, which is great. We go to the second here, and we start with a pop-up in the infield by Kirky, and now Varsho is coming up to the plate, 1 out. They're showing Anthony Santander in the dugout. If you missed it off the top of the stream, a lot of you have been joining since the Leafs are in intermission, but I was talking about how Santander ineligible now for the postseason because he was removed from this series due to inflammation in his back. I'm rather upset still that he was anywhere near the field with this injury. It's ridiculous that the Jays would play him. It's ridiculous that they played him in the 4 spot yesterday. I don't know why John Schneider would do something like that. But everything has worked out for the best, and he's done. He hasn't hit since he came back from injury in May, or from when he was out from May till, September. Hasn't been hitting. Didn't look good in the playoffs. I'm very happy that they've made the decision to shut him down because anybody with eyeballs could see that he didn't have it at the plate and that he was very slow in right field. We are in the correct place now. If the Blue Jays want to win this series, it is with Anthony Santander, not in the lineup. Varsho here, fouling one back to keep it at 2-2. Luis Castillo looking good on the mound early. Varsho fouled off that slider. Foul ball again by Dalton Varsho. Will Seth says, why was Santander on the roster to begin with? This is idiotic. Yeah, I agree. Varsho strikes out. Strikes out swinging. That's the first strikeout of the game for Luis Castillo. He's retired the first 5 batters of the game so far. Ernie Clement coming up next. Hot hitting Ernie. I have an Ernie Clement stat for you that I don't know if you're going to believe. But this Ernie Clement stat, if I can pull it up for you before his at-bat ends. Here we go. Ernie Clement, at one point in this postseason, was hitting 500, right? That's unbelievable. Right now he's hitting 460-ish. Let me see what he's hitting right now. He's hitting 481. Hey, Ernie Clement hits that ball into center field. Ernie Clement gets on base for a single. And let me tell you about Ernie, who just got on base for a single. His 500 batting average, because his average has dropped to 481 right now, but at one point it was at 500. That's the highest batting average ever in the postseason by a player with 20 at-bats. Nobody in the history of the postseason has ever had a higher batting average than Ernie Clement with a minimum of 20 at-bats. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Ernie Clement? We love you so much. Thank you. Thank you for being a Toronto Blue Jay. We got here Addison Barger hoping to do something with Ernie Clement on first base. Oh, swing and a miss on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. That was a four-seamer right down the middle. Oh, he challenged him. I guess it wasn't really. Yeah, it was right down the middle. No, it was right there. I was going to say it was a little high. It was right down the middle. That one's high. Addison Barger got challenged, and he couldn't live up to it. ZZ Cannonball. Watching Jesse on my laptop, Steven on my phone. Thank you. That one looked like it was going to get out into center field. But J.P. Crawford with a nice leaping grab to stop Addison Barger from reaching base and maybe lead into a Blue Jays run. I don't know if Ernie Clement was going first to home on that one, but at least to third. Blue Jays strand a runner here. Ernie Clement is left on base in the top of the second inning. This is the first game of this series that we didn't have runs in the first inning, right? Let's check this. Game 3, the Mariners scored 2 in the bottom of the first. Game 2, the Mariners scored 3, and then the Blue Jays scored 2. And then game 1, the Jays scored in the bottom of the first. This is the first game of this series that did not have a run in the first inning. The buttons. The button. Oh, there they are. Okay. Almost thought we lost the clap button there. I would have shut off the stream. No clap button would have ended the stream immediately. This is from Wilsif. Does Max go past 3 innings? I hope so. I hope so. Max Scherzer has been in this moment so many times in his career. 31st career postseason start for Scherzer for Mad Max here. Mad Max has the 6th most strikeouts in MLB postseason history. 171. His third strikeout tonight, he's going to pass Roger Clemens and be have the fifth most strikeouts in MLB postseason history. James with the update from the out-of-town scoreboard. Dodgers are up 3-0. Dodgers are up 3-0 in the series. They beat up on the Brewers there. Dodgers going back-to-back World Series. No, is anybody surprised? Like, nobody should be surprised. The Dodgers are a super team. They are a super team that has murderers all over their lineup. And they have an incredible pitching staff that is like, what? Oh, my God. 7 guys deep? Like, they're so good. Let me throw this up on screen for those of you interested. I can probably do this for you real quick. Uh-oh. Josh Naylor. That ball was hit hard, just out of the reach of Dalton Varsho. Josh Naylor homers, second of the series, makes it 1-0 Seattle. We asked Josh Naylor if he could please be a secret psyop for the Toronto Blue Jays. He is indeed a... Oh, the score changed to the Leafs game. Hold on, let me put that back. He is indeed a Canadian from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And the fact that he's not on our side hurts. It hurts a lot. And I was just hoping that he would fail this series and be on the side of the Toronto Blue Jays here. Let me fix this score bug for you. There we go. Okay, that one's there. Let me get rid of that one. Then we're going to add the Leafs one as well. Let's do that for you guys here. Let's get this Leafs scoreboard going for the folks who need the Leafs scoreboard. We can keep an eye on both games if you'd like. Just at least have it on the screen for those of you who needs it. That one's in the air, and Barger's going to get that one. 1 out in the inning. Oh, my gosh, this isn't working. I don't know if we're going to have this one. I don't know if we're going to have the Leafs scored. Okay, I'm going to delete that. Darn. I don't know if we can get the Leafs in there. Hey, there we go. All right. Folks. Toronto folks who's keeping track of both. There you go. Boom. That's all I want to do. Settled in. It's only 1-0. Eugenio Suarez flied out to right field. Barger got it. 1 out. Scherzer's now facing Canzone. I'm not stressed here. This isn't a 10-run deficit. This isn't a 10-run deficit. It's 1 run. Jays can score a run. I'm not planning the offseason moves yet. There's a ground ball out. IKF grounds that ball at second base, throws it over to Vladdy. Huh? How about them apples? And this thing's just getting started, people. We are in the bottom of the second inning. This isn't the time to write the eulogies for these Toronto Blue Jays. We got so much baseball to go. We're going to be here all night. This thing started at 8:33 Eastern time. We're going to be here for a long time. There's plenty of time for the Blue Jays to put up a bunch of runs here. It's 1-0. Scherzer's 28 pitches into this game. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second facing J.P. Crawford. 0-2 now. Wilsif. I got the eulogy in my drafts folder. Same. But we're not bringing it out. We're not bringing it out just yet. Here we go. Scherzer deals the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off again. Yeah, that's from Robert Malloy running the SDPN chat. Says, even if Max doesn't make it past the third, they have Lauer or Bassett. This is an all right pitching situation. I'm not stressed here. We just need the Jays to get their bats going like they were going yesterday. They were not available in games 1 and 2. The bats showed up in game 3. If they show up tonight, I think they can tie this thing 2-2. I'm not worried about the pitching. This is a high fly ball to right field. Barger's right under it. That's 3 outs in the inning. 3 outs in the inning. Rangers tied up the game. You Toronto folk who are keeping an eye on the Leafs game there. Rangers tie it up. Make it 1-1. Max is settling in. Tom Cooper, I'm in agreement. He is settling in. He's throwing strikes now. Let's take a look at this play here from J.P. Crawford is what we'll do on the Game Day 3D view. All right, Game Day 3D. We're going over to J.P. Crawford and his catch here on this Addison Barger flyout. So, actually, I'm a little big there. Let me shrink myself. There we go. We can even drop this score here. Leafs by. There we go. This was a nice play. Jays had a shot here. Ernie Clement on first. 2 out, though. Barger hits it right up the middle. Oh, nice little grab. Ernie Clement was running well. Probably stops at third, but would have been 2 men on first and third. Alejandro Kirk coming up, I believe it would have been. So action cam there. Oof. Can we get the action cam a little better shot there, the angle of the catch? Yeah, there it is. Oh, no, there it is. Nice catch. All right, and let's take a look at this home run as well. Even though we don't want to think about this Josh Naylor home run, I am beholden to showing every home run on the Game Day 3D view on MLB.com. Here we go. Josh Naylor takes this Scherzer pitch. Oh, he was on the outside half of the plate, too. Do you see that in the strike zone? Let's bring it back from the strike zone view. Like, I don't hate this pitch. Yeah, get out of there, umpire. Do you hate that pitch? I don't hate that pitch so much. Like, there it is. Like, the fact that Josh Naylor hit that out of the park, it's not the worst pitch in the world. Like, I'm not so mad at it. It's also 1 run. Nobody was on before. The Jays can put up a run. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I might be eating those words later. But that's the home run Scherzer allows. Josh Naylor there, the Canadian, making his way around the bases. Let's get that score up there for you guys. Blue Jays have at the plate IKF, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 0 for 6 in the postseason so far. You don't like seeing that. Greg Schofield says that his sailing the high seas stream is over a minute. But hey! What did I say? No hits in the postseason. IKF makes that a hit in the postseason. Let's go. Jays start this thing with a double. That was a great piece of hitting on a breaking ball. He's able to stay back just enough on it to get it inside that third base line. Hustles over to second base. Leadoff double. Andres Jimenez, yesterday's hero, for his 2-run shot that tied up the ball game. Andres Jimenez here. I wanted him to bunt yesterday. On the at-bat where he hit the home run, seconds before, on this very stream, I was like, Jimenez can bunt this guy over and things will be good. And then he crushed a home run. So right here, I'm thinking Andres Jimenez could bunt IKF over and things will be cool. But also, Andres Jimenez might hit a 2-run home run. Let's see what we got here. Oh! The Jays! The Jays! They got me back at this! Castillo's up to 31 pitches on the night. Let's see what he's got here against Jimenez. 2-2 is the count. 2-2 is the count. Popped up. Two once again. That was a foul ball. None out here. Waiting for Jimenez. Oh. Some Jimenez magic? Is that too much to ask for? Little pause in the action as Luis Castillo resets himself here. Takes a step off the rubber. Everybody's back in now. Pitch count's going. 2-2. Once again. Here we go. That pitch is a ball. 3-2. It's too early to play the tense music, but I'm very tempted to play the tense music. Andres Jimenez! Out to right field! That ball's just over the fence and it's gone! Jimenez does it again! Unbelievable! He did it again! Back-to-back games with a home run! Back-to-back games with a 2-run shot! No way! That's the number 9 hitter! That's the number 9 hitter! Home run Jimenez! He can't be stopped! Andres Jimenez! More like Andres Bonds! My God! Wow! I wanted him to bunt again! He is him! Pardo, you are correct. What is happening? What world do we live in where Andres Jimenez is the greatest power hitter that Major League Baseball postseason action has ever seen. Holy cow. Put him in the 4 spot. I've seen enough. Game 5. Jimenez is batting 4th. Put him in there. My God. 2-1 Jays. And you guys were worried when they were down a run. Come back the next inning. Andres Bonds does it. Nathan Lucas now with a single. Nathan Lucas can't be stopped. Oh my goodness, the Jays are cooking. Emmett Music. Him. Enes. Yes, he is him. Enes. That's a good one. Things are rolling here for the Jays. 1 runner on. Vladdy at the plate, and Vladdy lines the ball up the middle. My goodness. Two batters on. 3 consecutive. No, we had the ground out by Springer. We go Jimenez home run, Springer ground out, Lucas single, Vladdy single. 2 men on for Alejandro Kirk. Pete Woodworth is coming to the mound. He's talking to Castillo because they're scared. They are scared of the hot hitting Blue Jays. It is electric right now at the plate for the Blue Jays. Everything they've been doing last game is carried over. Alejandro Kirk at the plate takes the first pitch inside for a ball. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. I would love a Captain Kirk triple. I would love a Captain Kirk bomb out to left field. How about that? How about we get a Captain Kirk bomb out to left field here? 2-0 is the count. Shout out Sports Talk Chud right now in the chat. Super chat in that Jimenez is having the weirdest heater. Well, like what? Jimenez is honestly most unexpected person in this lineup to be hitting home runs. They got Spire up in the pen. Mariners are afraid. That's a ball. Kirk gets the benefit of the count on that one. Benefit of the call. That was a strike, but it's called a ball by the home plate umpire. Alfonso Marquez. Alfonso Marquez. Thank you. Thank you for that one. Oh, that's a strike. That pitch was in the same location. He called it a strike this time. I think he realized his mistake. Alejandro Kirk. 3-2. 1 out. 2 batters on. 2 runners on, excuse me. Foul. Foul's off at 96. Castillo reared back and got an extra mile per hour on that fastball. Those at 96.2. Alejandro Kirk, with a great eye, walks to load the bases. I'm pretty sure that caught a piece of the plate. Take a look at this. Oh, baby. Thank you to Alfonso Marquez. I mean, tonight might be the night, people. Luis Castillo is done. Luis Castillo has been chased in the third inning by the Toronto Blue Jays. Holy cow. Gabe Spires coming in. Things are looking good for the Toronto Blue Jays. That's all I'm going to say right now. That's all I'm going to say right now. Things are looking good. I got no problems with how this game is trending. Wes Richard in the chat gifting 5 SDP VIP memberships. The Seattle Mariners are scared. They saw Luis Castillo face a couple Jays batters, and they said they can't trust him against this lineup. They don't think he has it. Jays are hitting the ball too well. 48 pitches, and Castillo's done. That's embarrassing if you're the Mariners. That's all I'm going to say. You know? Scherzer's still in there. So Dalton Varsho is going to be coming to the plate to face Gabe Spire, the lefty. The Mariners wanted to go lefty on lefty. We got a Mad Max shout out from Lorenzo, who's been an SDP VIP member for 19 months. So Mariners see Castillo, couple walks, having a shaky inning. Dan Wilson, he went to the John Schneider School of changing your pitchers. And they say the lefty on lefty matchup here is more important than having Castillo pitch another inning or another batter. That we deal with this as Blue Jays fans all the time. We are used to it. You know? Like if you're a Blue Jays fan in the chat right now, you're like, Dan Wilson's managing like John Schneider. Isn't this how all baseball games go? Your pitcher comes out early? But I didn't expect this. So, Fighting Amish is right. Everything is coming up Millhouse right now. Varsho at the plate. 1 out. Bases loaded. What is going to happen here? Is it still too early to play the tense music? It's the third inning, but the bases are loaded. And there's 1 out. And Dalton Varsho's at the plate. And Varsho's been hitting really well. And the Jays have the opportunity here to open this thing wide open. Who knows how many times you're going to get this opportunity here in this game. I'm stressed. Varsho's hit .321 in his career with the bases loaded. He's had 5 grand slams in his career. This could be it. This could be the opportunity for the Jays to put a whole bunch of runs up on the board. I don't know how many times you're going to come over with the bases loaded, 1 out in this game. They chased the starter early. Spire's in there. He's been in this series. His arm might be noodle. Varsho! Foul ball. Oh, my God. He got a hold of that one right into the seats. It's 2-2 in this count now. Varsho's fought off that one. It was really good, but he was just ahead of it. That was a little off. It was a fastball, too. 94. He was ahead. That means he's swinging. He's ready to swing. Fights off that one. He's ready. He's swinging hard. 2-2 pitch once again. Spires taking his time back to the mound. Little tap of the rosin bag. He's gonna deliver. Lefty on lefty. What has he got? Ball! Ball 3. 3-2 count. 1 out. Spire delivers. Ball low! Ball low! Ball low! Jays walking a run. 3-1. You bring in a pitcher, and he walks the first guy for a run. How's that, Dan Wilson? Luis Castillo could have done that. That's what you change pitchers for? You loser? You take out your starters so they can walk in a run? Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. You don't think Luis Castillo could have thrown 4 balls? That's awesome. Ernie Clement at the plate. The hot hitting Ernie Clement. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ernie Clement just took a ball off of his left knee, a foul ball. He's hobbling around. Oh, off the inside of his shin, it looked like. Where did that hit? I need to see a replay. Oh, top of the foot. Top of the foot. Shout out Ernie Clement right now. This is who I want in this position. Shout out Wes Richard for the gifted memberships. 5 of them. Ernie Clement pops this one up, but it's going to get into the audience. Wilsef writes, Wilson did Schneider proud. John Schneider was so happy with that move. He's like, oh yeah, he's doing the right thing. That's what I would do. Oh my God. What a start. What a start for the Jays here. That's a ball high, 2-2. Ernie Clement at the plate here. 1 out remains. 1 out. Bases loaded. Ernie, hottest hitter in baseball. Oh! Swings and misses. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. If you're a Mariners fan in the chat, first of all, thank you for hanging out with us. Also, I don't hate your team. I just like winning, and I want my team to win. just know that. You guys have a really good team. It's been a fun series so far. Addison Barger here at the plate. 0-1 is the count. 2 out, bases still loaded. Oh! He didn't go around, thank goodness. I thought he went around. Barger checks his swing successfully on that. One's the count. 2 out. Barger takes that one for a strike. Tense up here in T-Mobile Park. It's tense, baby. Spires coming in relief of Castillo. Already walked in a run, but had one strikeout as well. Let's see what he's got against Oh. Okay. That's a strikeout. Barger's got to know how to get that bat off his shoulder. That's what they would have told me back in the day. When I was playing Little League Baseball, my coach would have told me, get that bat off. When I'm coming back to the dugout, he would have told me, get that bat off your shoulder. Because those are strikes. You can't stand up there and just take strikes like that. Barger looked at all the pitches in that at bat. It was 4 pitches. Didn't swing at one of them. You can't do that in that position. Get the bat off your shoulder. At least if you're gonna go down, you go down swinging. That's got to be the mentality here in that position with 2 outs, bases loaded. You didn't even give yourself an opportunity to make an impact on this game. That's why I'm a little upset at that at bat. Like, look at this. This is like, I don't care how like I'm getting into the minutia here of this at bat, but like those 3 pitches are very in the zone. These weren't borderline pitches. Anybody can stand up in front of a home plate and look at 4 pitches. You are paid to be a major league hitter and swing your damn bat. You have to take a hack here. And Barger's just stood there. That's upsetting. That's not good enough. You know? Like, that's not good enough out of a very good player. So, all that being said, the Jays come away with 3 runs in that inning to take the lead, and they're up by 2. The Toronto Blue Jays are up by 2 after we had the greatest moment in Andres Jimenez history. This 2-run home run followed by the 2-run home run today. Yesterday's 2-run home run. He follows it up with this one today. Andres Jimenez is him. He is him-enez. Look at this home run. It barely actually gets over that wall. It's like right there. You see the right fielder just kind of staring at it. Jimenez, oh, Selly, you earned that one. Love that. Let's see it from a couple different angles here. Pitcher angle. Here's Castillo, who did not last longer after this one. He knew it was gone. Oh, yep, he could see it was gone. And then let's take a look at the action cam here. Oh, is that gonna? Where's this one going? Let's bring the action cam back here, folks. Game Day 3D needs to stop giving people headaches swinging around. There's the action cam right out to right field. And that one is gone from T-Mobile. We can, do they have the Game Day 3D of the walk run? No, we can't do that. We're back in action, though. Max Scherzer's still on the mound. Yeah, Denise. I agree with Buck. Denise wrote in the chat, Buck's been saying that about Addison all season. Yeah, and Buck's been right. Oh, we got a walk here. Rivas. Leo Rivas. Scherzer walks him. 5-pitch walk. That's ugly. I don't like that. Your team gets a couple runs, top of the inning, you reply by walking the first batter. Ah! Ah! Why can't things just go smoothly? Ah! Everything's looking good, Max. Max decides, you know what I'm going to do? That my team got me a 2-run lead. I'm going to walk Leo Rivas, the number 9 hitter. Come on. Thankfully, though, my goodness, Randy Arozarena flies out here to left field. That ball looked like it was hit far, but it's a deep part in the ballpark. And Nathan Lucas is able to head over there in left field and catch that thing for the first out of the inning. Chris Bassett is getting up to stretch out his arm. Yeah, walking the number 9 hitter is not what you want to do because now Cal Big Dumps Raleigh is at the plate to face Max Scherzer with a runner on. This is a big deal here. Scherzer deals to Raleigh. I said it was going to be low. It was a strike. Umpires on the Blue Jays side today. We got a super chat here from Sedin Magic. In fairness to Max, one of those balls was a strike. The ump screwed him. The ump's been screwing both sides here. Max has been getting calls, and calls have been going against him. So the umps, that's going to happen. There's 6-7. Things are going to happen. It's going to be both sides. Are they challenging this pickoff attempt? He's safe. What are you doing? Oh, no, he's out. Oh, great call. Yep. That's a great call by the video room in Toronto. Well, in the Toronto dugout. Whoever's running the challenge videos over there made a great call over to Schneider to challenge this one because he does look out. Yep, they caught him. Wow. Max, well done. And they're showing the replay one more time, just watching it here. Yeah. Vladdy looks to get him. Great job by Vladdy to get that tag down quickly. Great job by Max to throw that ball over. If you're watching the Leafs game, it just ended in overtime. I'll let the score update you. Is it going to update? The call is overturned. We got two things to celebrate. The call is overturned, and the Toronto Maple Leafs win a hockey game. Austin Matthews. There he is on our stream. Scores the OT winner during the 3-on-3 overtime. William Nylander. Oh, he made that thing happen. That is my boy, Willie. Setting up Matty for the OT winner. It's all baseball now, folks. That is a nice goal. Robert Malloy is right. That is a hot, sexy OT winner. And Cal Raleigh goes around. Max Scherzer's first strikeout of the night ends the Big Dumper's big plate appearance. We are cooking here in Toronto. Everything's coming up. Blue Jays and Leafs. My goodness. This is good. This is great stuff here. Max Scherzer is able to battle back. Max Scherzer walks the leadoff hitter, right? So all credit where credit is due. You know? Like, let's give credit where credit is due. Max Scherzer walks the leadoff batter, right? able to get a line out, a pop fly out to left field, is able to pick off the runner, and then is able to strike out the AL MVP. Come on. Come on. That's pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good. James says, who's having a good night? I'm having a good night. I agree with that. No arguments with me here. Max Scherzer, great third inning there, the bottom of the third, to bounce back against the top of the Mariners lineup. Now the Jays will come to the plate with IKF, Jimenez, and Springer. IKF, who had a hit his first time up. Andres Jimenez, who might as well be prime Babe Ruth, who might as well be prime Barry Bonds. The giant slugging. The guy who started this season, if you guys weren't around for opening day, Andres Jimenez was in the 4th spot. I wonder if I can pull up that lineup. Here's gonna be a little Google for me. I'm gonna see if I can do this. Toronto Blue Jays 2025. I'm gonna be able to pull up this lineup just to show you what a ridiculous lineup this thing was that the Blue Jays started the season with. I think I got it here. Blue Jays. There it is. Okay, let me see if this works. Bear with me, people. Boom. Nailed it. Andres Jimenez started this year hitting 4th. What he's doing right now is rather unexpected. But he started hitting 4th this year, and then he went all season long hitting no home runs. He went the whole season hitting no home runs and being bad at slugging. But then the playoffs roll around, and Andres Jimenez is the Jays' big power hitter. We are here now today, and it's Andres Jimenez season. Let's go. IKF's at the plate, and he is behind in the count 1-2. There's none out. Shout out everybody who has come over from Steve Dangle's stream. It is a pleasure that you are here with me tonight to watch some baseball. I appreciate all of you that are tuned in. I'm sorry that you missed the fun. You've missed a very good time. How should we welcome the people who haven't been here, huh? Chat, who has been here. How do we welcome them? With some Olay and DOS? We get out a little Olay. We get out some members of the Dancing Animal Squad. IKF here fouls off a pitch. We got a couple super chats in the chat right now. The Squeezable Lemon, thank you. A little confetti for your super chat. Oh, sorry, for your 10 gifted SDP VIP memberships. That's huge. And then we have a super chat from Kevin Landinson, who says, round of applause, Kevin. Baseball, huh? Baseball, yes. We are here for some baseball. Some baseball. And then we got Bay Louse, who's always hanging out. Bay Louse says, Jimenez was just waiting for everybody to get the scouting report wrong on him. Oh, baby, were we wrong. Because the scouting report was a whole season's worth of not slugging. And now he is slugging. All right. Spires at the mound, 24 pitches now. IKF still fouling off balls. 7 pitches into this at bat. It's a 1-2 count, and IKF hits this one out to center field. It's gonna get down because IKF, the 8, hitter in this lineup cannot be stopped. My goodness. That at-bat was incredible. Can we have an appreciation for what IKF just did there? Andres Jimenez, prime Barry Bonds, is laying down a bunt. Sack bunt is laid down. Wow. That is a selfless player. We got Goal Caulfield tied it up with 20 seconds left in the third and scored with 3 seconds left in OT. Go Habs go. That's from Francois LaBelle with the super chat. Denise says, ole, ole, ole. I've asked Jimenez to bunt so many times. Both times that he's hit home runs in the last 2 games. And both times he's hit home runs. And then now when I want him to swing away because he's the hottest hitter in the league, he lays down an awesome sack bunt. What a player. I love Andres Jimenez. He is my new favorite Blue Jay. Not really, but yes. Right now, Jimenez. What a team player. Kevin Landonson, super chat again. Erase one from existence. Shelves or bowls? Bowls. Here's a line out to left field. That ball's going to get down. That's going to be a run for the Blue Jays. That's going to be a double for George Springer. They should have removed Spire from the game because he allowed a run there, and there was no reason to pitch to Springer. Olay hit it. 4-1 Jays. We are cooking now. Oh, baby. The Jays bats decided to show up today. They are alive and well after going flat in games 1 and 2. Games 3 and 4 have been all Jays. I'm erasing bowls from existence. We got plates. We don't need bowls. Shout out Lorenzo. Super chat as well. Thank you. Springer, double, huge. That's why Jimenez lays down that sack bunt. Andres Jimenez, MVP of these last 2 games. Home run, sack bunt, Springer double. Jays up 4-1. Nathan Lucas at the plate. 1 and 2's the count. 1 out. Spire still on the mound. Dan Wilson doesn't know what he's doing. The Jays got him in a spin machine. He's so confused right now. I pulled my starter way too early, and then I left my relief pitcher in way too long. Oh, baby. The Jays are cooking at the plate. That's a bounce up to shortstop there by Nathan Lucas. He's going to be thrown out, but George Springer goes over to third base. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now comes to the plate with a runner on third. That's George Springer on third. 2 out in the inning. Jays lead 4-1. And we're going to have a pitching change. You guys want to hear a secret? You guys want to hear a little secret here? The Mariners making this pitching change right now. It came 2 batters too late. That's facts. 2 batters too late. We already got a run on the board. The pitching change to go to Matt Brash should have been made when George Springer was at the plate. He saw the pitch at a Spire's lefty hand very cleanly. Hit that thing way out there for that double. Dan Wilson, you don't got it tonight. You don't got it at all. It is early. It is early. Yes. We can't be celebrating. We can't be celebrating right now. We can be happy with the way things are trending. We should be very happy. But I'm catching myself because it's the top of the fourth inning. There's a lot of baseball to be played. And the Mariners are a very good baseball team. Their relief pitching, generally, very strong. But things are trending really well for the Jays right now. Thank you, everybody who came over from the Leafs game. You've missed a fun, hour 20 on stream so far. We were chatting about Anthony Santander and his back inflammation. He's been removed from the ALCS roster, and that means he cannot play again this season. I don't know why he was in the lineup at any point in this series if he had that back inflammation. It was ridiculous that he hit in the 4 spot yesterday. It was ridiculous that he's played in right field in this series. I don't know what's going on with their decision-making around Santander, but injured all season, came back, could not hit, put him in the lineup, clean up, can't hit, leaves the postseason permanently there. We are not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. This ball gets to the backstop, and George Springer is going to come home easily. George Springer can saunter on home because Matt Brash enters the game, and the first batter he faces, he allows a wild pitch to score Springer. That slider was an ugly slider. Cal Raleigh is platinum glove behind the plate, and not even he could squeeze that one. Oh, no. Cal that might be on Cal. We calling that a pass ball? We calling that a wild pitch there, official scorer. Guerrero hits one deep to right field, but that's going to be caught for the third out of the inning. But not before Matt Brash allows a run. A free run for the Jays, baby. Free run for the Jays. What an inning. There was no reason for that run to come in, but Seattle wanted to gift it to us. Baylouse says, in hindsight, this series is one of the best pitching teams against one of the best hitting teams. Of course, every game is going to go insane. That's facts. That's, yeah, now that we're seeing this thing play out, it's so much fun. Max is coming out. Yeah, there's no reason to remove Max now with a 5-1 lead. I think Raleigh had a shot at getting that one. 5 gifted SDP VIP memberships from Wes Richard. Big Wes in the chat. Giving out memberships. If you received a membership from Big Wes, make sure you say thank you to Big Wes. You know, when you say Big Wes, you got to get down here because he's so big and burly. That's who Wes is. Wes Richard, Big Wes. If you received a membership, make sure you say thank you. And if you are here right now, I would appreciate it if you could hit like on the stream. I'd appreciate it if you could hit subscribe on the channel. Thank you very much. Leafs pick up the win today on a very pretty OT winner. Willie Dangles. That's where he thrives in 3-on-3 OT. Sends it over to Matthews. Beautiful little goal there by Matthews. No work for him. Just slide it into the empty cage because Willie Willie had that thing wide open with his deception. We got Snoopy Kendall. Snoopy Kendall giving out 5 SDP VIP memberships. Thank you, Snoopy Kendall. Max Scherzer back on the mound. He is going to face Julio Rodriguez, Jorge Polanco, and Josh Naylor, who homered in the 2nd inning. This is Max Scherzer's only 2nd time through the lineup. He has thrown 43 pitches so far in this game. We're going to get a game day 3D of George Springer's double that scored IKF as soon as we get an opportunity and we got a break in the action, most likely at the end of the bottom of the 4th. Lorenzo has a super chat that says, playoff baseball is special. Ole to Jesse and the Blue Jays. Keep up the great streams. Lots of love. Thank you, Lorenzo. Thank you to everybody checking out the stream tonight. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe. Justin Fisher with the super chat. How many gift subs for DOS? The DOS come out when we're feeling good, when the vibes are good, when we score runs. The DOS also come out when you gift 20 subs? 10 subs? 10 gifted subs earns a DOS. Yeah, at least one member of the DOS will show up for 10 gifted memberships. How about that? Julio Rodriguez strikes out Max Scherzer, retiring the first batter of the inning. That's the number 3 slot in the Mariners lineup. Scherzer gets him with a beautiful pitch. Oh my gosh, that curveball. That 77-mile-an-hour curveball swept across that plate. That's an old school curveball. And 10 memberships gifted by Justin Fisher. That means we're going to get a little giraffe whipping Nene in. There it is. The giraffe whipping Nene on the Blue Jays logo. The giraffe is indeed a member of the Dancing Animal Squad, the DOS. And how about a little panda on the other Blue Jays logo, top left? Dancing panda with a little two-step. Oh, two-step panda. There we go. Thank you, Justin. Thank Justin if you received an SDP VIP membership. There's a new episode of SDP VIP coming out tonight, actually. Closer to midnight, that thing will be dropping. There's a salacious story on that about cheating. We read a advice column about a possible cheating situation, and we all weigh in on what we would do. So check out SDP VIP tonight. It's going to be a good one. Here's Max Scherzer dealing to Jorge Polanco. Does he go around? He does not go around. He's able to hold back on that 0-2 pitch. 1 out in the inning. 1-2 is the count there. Let's see what Scherzer can do with this 1-2 pitch. He's retired the first batter already. Polanco hits this ball. That's a curveball out to right field. Addison Barger gets under it. That's 2 outs in this inning. Scherzer making quick work of the Mariners in the bottom of the 4th inning. Love this. Love what we're seeing out of Scherzer right now. Mad Max is dealing. Josh Naylor, the Canadian, at the plate. Fouls off the first pitch there. Let's see if Scherzer can keep dealing. Got a little ballpark audio in there for you. 0-2. Scherzer gets ahead. Oh, fouled off again. He is dealing. Let's see if he goes back to that curveball. Curveball would be nice. Probably going with it low and inside, right? Low and inside curveball, maybe? It's not a low and inside curveball. That thing is a high fastball, and Josh Naylor singles. Mariners don't go down easy here. Naylor's able to fight that one off, the high fastball. Muscles it into left field. Mariners got a runner on first here. It did take a bit to get Scherzer going. That is correct. Will Siff. The old man needed to warm up. I don't hate that pitch there. That's a good defensive swing by Naylor. If everybody's playing their normal spots, like if Clement is just a little more left, that thing's grounded right at him. That's an easy end of the inning. That's weak content. I don't mind that. I don't mind that, you know? Now you got to face Eugenio Suarez, who is not hitting well this postseason. He's hitting 147. Let's see, you know? Robert Bet, I think you should try and get a throat lozenges product to sponsor your stream. I destroy my vocal cords. Like, I have a certain range I can't get to, and my voice just craps out at that point. And I always try and get to that range, and it destroys my vocal cords. It's my own fault. I'm just stupid. Like, let's be honest. Hey! The first base ump says Suarez went around there. And that's strike two. 0-2 for Scherzer against Suarez. Scherzer deals the 0-2. Change up low. Slider actually low. That's a slider low in the dirt. So we reset here at 1-2. Can Scherzer end this inning here? Bottom of the fourth. Hey! He gets him! Oh, baby. Max Scherzer's dealing. You love to see that. Max Scherzer there. That strikeout, fun fact, everybody. Max Scherzer climbs the all-time list of postseason strikeouts. So he's now tied with Roger Clemens at 173 career postseason strikeouts. That's the fifth most in the history of Major League Baseball. One more strikeout, and he'll go ahead of Roger Clemens and be solo fifth place all time. Andy Pettitte is in fourth all time with 183. The all-time record for strikeouts in a postseason is 244, held by Justin Verlander. So Max Scherzer, all-time great. Rear and back, showing what he can do here in his vintage. Chill Streamer says, how long can Max go without it falling apart? He can go at least 4 innings. We know that for certain. Jean-Sebastien Waugh, a regular here on our streams with the big super chat. It says, just got here. Sorry, had to watch another beautiful Habs win. Super happy to see the Jays up. Go Jays go. And first in the Atlantic, by the way. I know it's early. Yo, the Habs? Cole Caulfield tying that game. They're showing the highlights there. Cole Caulfield tying the game up. And then he got the winner, too, in OT, right? They're looking good. Montembeau looks like a real goalie. I think Dobish started tonight, but like Montembeau, I think is a starter you can run with. If like Suzuki and Caulfield take another step and they are, I don't want to say superstars, but all-star level performers where they're not just like good NHLers, they're this next tier. And those are the special guys in your lineup that's signed for like $7 million, $8 million. Like the Habs are going to be dangerous. And then they're going to go out and get a second line center. The Habs are good. The Habs are good. Like you can't deny it. Curtis says, practice flexing your core abs when yelling. I need something to yell about. I'm flexing right now. I'm flexing. And I don't really need to do arm workouts, but I'm flexing my core. And I am talking. Oh, it kind of helps. My voice is already shot, so I should try this when it's not shot. We'll see. Thank you, Curtis, for the help. Alejandro Kirk here. Grounds out to J.P. Crawford at shortstop. Crawford throws that thing over to Josh Naylor at first base. And 1 out in the inning. That was a hard hit ball. I wonder if that was a barrel. That was a hard hit ball. Hydration check. We have a Dalton Varsho at bat coming up. Dalton Varsho to face Matt Brash here. Ball outside first pitch. Remember, Dalton Varsho was the one who walked in a run. It was awesome. Varsho here hits that ball far and out to center field, but not far enough. Rodriguez is going to get under that thing, make it 2 outs in the inning. Jay's going down quick here in the top of the 5th. Austin says, Sidney Crosby, second line center to the Habs. I'm rooting for it. I would love if Sidney Crosby became a Montreal Canadian. It's meant to be, right? He played for Rimouski. He's familiar with Quebec. Ernie Clement's going to ground out here to short. J.P. Crawford makes that throw. Even though Ernie Clement was hustling down the line. He can't beat it out there. That's a quick inning. How many pitches was that? 3, 5 pitches, and Jays go down on 6 pitches. Not pretty, but you're up 5-1. It's okay. You've been swinging at a lot of stuff early in this game, and it's led to 5 runs. So I'm not upset at that. 6 pitches. Matt Brash gets through that inning. 3 outs. Done. Puppy Girl says, make some tea with honey for your throat. Every stream so far, I've had tea in front of me except for today. I just didn't do it on time, and I was like, I realized, I don't have my tea today. So the voice is going to be a little worse today. Eris says, my hottest take, the Blackhawks are going to be next year's Habs. I don't know. I don't know if the Blackhawks have enough. I thought they were good last year, and oh boy, was I wrong. And then I look at the roster, I'm like, yeah, I should have never believed in this thing. We have to go back a little and take a look at this George Springer double because we got a game day 3D every run the Jays have that's available to us as promised. Let's bring it up. George Springer driving in IKF here. Spire on the mound. This was when they should have definitely pulled Spire and brought in Matt Brash to face Springer. But they decided we're going to leave Spire. A lefty's coming up next. Let's leave him in for Springer and the lefty. And it came up to bite them in the rear end. So there it is. Springer takes that pitch. He saw it real cleanly out of the hand. And he jogs right into second base. We're going to get the Selly? We're going to get the Selly, Springer? Hey, there it is. Oh, let's replay that one. Let's bring that back. We got to get up close to the Selly. Maybe we can do it in the action cam. Oh, that action cam doesn't know where it's going. Action cam doesn't know where it's going. Oh, it's on Springer now, I think. There it is. Oh, now it's in the corner. Action cam doesn't know where it's going. Let's try the batter cam. Bring back that Selly. Springer is rounding. It's not at the batter. Here we go. See if we get an up close look. Okay, now we're following Springer around first base. Going to second. All we want to see is the Selly here, Springer. It froze. Springer. There it is. We got the Selly. Let's do it. Fun times in Game Day 3D with the chat. Due up for the Mariners. Canzone, J.P. Crawford, and Leo Rivas. Max Scherzer still on the mound here. Canzone fouls off the first pitch. Evan says, I've been chugging Neocitrin to try and get better for the weekend. Oh, Evan, hope you feel better. Everybody in the chat, send some good vibes to Evan. He's not feeling great. Canzone singles here. Canzone with a good single. Finds a hole there between second and the shortstop. Wow. Jimenez couldn't get over in time, even though it was a slow roller. That's all right. Scherzer's been dealing. Scherzer's been dealing. He's gotten out of jams in every inning. Every inning Scherzer has pitched, there's been a runner on. And he's dealt with it. 3 hits on the night. 1 run on the board. 62 pitches. He's a vet. He knows how to get this thing done. Let's see how we can do here with the 1-1 pitch to J.P. Crawford. High. That ball's high. Shout out Zach in the chat. Not rooting for the Jays, just rooting for us to be happy. Well, rooting for the Jays to win so that we can all be happy and I can be happy with you. 3-1 is the count now. Scherzer losing control of this thing. Let's see what he deals here. 3-1. Crawford swinging at the 3-1 pitch. That's a fly ball out to center field. That ball was low. Oh, no, it was in the strike zone. It's fastball in the zone. Scherzer gets Crawford to swing, though. 1 out in the inning. Beautiful. I wonder if they'll use Bassett here next. Leo Rivas. No hits in this series. Number 9 hitter was walked by Scherzer the first time he was at the plate. We all were upset about that, and we freaked out about that one. But now Scherzer's throwing strikes. I don't know if anybody's warming up in the pen here for the Jays. So I don't know if they're looking to remove Scherzer. But he's up to 68 pitches now. And you got so many arms. And there's no tomorrow if you lose this game. There is a tomorrow, but there's no tomorrow. Going down 3-1 is a death sentence. 84% of teams that go up 3-1 in the series win. So you can't have that. That's a ball. Varland is warming up. Varland is warming up, the chat tells me. James says Varland's warming up. Robert Malloy on the SDPN account says Varland's warming up. All right, so Louis Varland's up next. If Scherzer can't do this thing here. Oh, no. That ball is hit out. Oh, hey! Addison Barger out in right field with a nice grab. Addison Barger hasn't played right field since early September. And you know what? You know why that's so important? If Anthony Santander is out there in right field, that thing is a one-run triple. That goes over Santander's head. Everybody runs around the bases. Thank goodness for back inflammation. And the Jays making the call. Max Scherzer yelling at John Schneider that he's got this thing and you too, Max. Scherzer telling off Schneider. Telling him, don't be worried. Don't come check out on me. I'm 40. I'm a man. I'm 40. I got this. My God. Let's see what he can do here against Arozarena. You better follow up that. Oh, my gosh. Just a couple let's goes to John Schneider. That gets a chuckle from Ernie Clement. Ernie Clement loved that one. Yo, Max better deal here. This is so hype. 1-2 is the count against Arozarena. 2 out in this inning. Scherzer, Mad Max for real. How can you not love this man? Let's see what he's got with this 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Arozarena can't handle the curveball down and away. Whiffs at it. Mad Max gave a big let's go to John Schneider. Let's give a big let's go to the chat. Oh, my God. Wow. That's why you signed this vet. He's a man. He's 40. My God. Sedin Magic saying, you really don't like Santander, do you? $92.5 million for 5 years. He has not performed like it. I hate it. I'm going to be honest. We got Wes Richard in the chat gifting 5 SDP VIP memberships. Mad Max. Oh, baby. Wow, what a fifth. That was the highlight of this game so far outside of Jimenez. Maybe in conjunction with Jimenez. Wow. 1 run ball. Max Scherzer's throwing. 3 hits. 3 hits, 1 run ball. And 74 pitches in the evening so far. Top of the 6th inning we go. Jays up 5-1. 4 innings for them to close this thing out. Let's see if they can pad on some runs here in the top of the 6th. If you received an SDP VIP membership from Wes, make sure you say thank you. Hold on a second. Jean-Sebastian Wall. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Jean? Does that earns an Olay, right? That earns a little Olay and some DOS. Let's get out the giraffe who's going to dance on the SDPN logo. Let's bring out the panda who's going to dance on the Jays logo. 50 SDP VIP memberships from Jean-Sebastian Wall. Thank you. Thank you for that. Holy cow. Thank you, Wes. Thank you, Jean-Sebastian. Thank you, Sedin Magic, for that super chat for those gifted memberships. Thank you, Bayloust. Low confetti for Bayloust. That was actually hype. But the a-hole in me thinks it would have been really funny if all that talk was followed by a run. No, Bayloust. Bayloust. That's negative thinking. That's Leafs brain. That is. Are you a Leafs fan, Bayloust? Because that's like Mitch Marner yelling, "Let's go," with dry hair in Game 6. What was that, Game 7? No, because they won Game 6. Game 5, Game 7. Mitch Marner telling the boys to get going when he was one of the worst performers. Addison Barger here. Flies one out to left field. He's going to get on second. Ozarena feels it off the wall. Addison Barger starts the inning off with a double. Double. Beautiful. That is Leafs brain, Baylouse. James loves the passion. James with a super chat. Loves the passion from Max. If you received one of those gifted memberships from Jean Sebastian or Wes, you gotta thank him. IKF 2 for 2 on the night so far. He's scored on both times he's been on base. Kamikaze knows what's up. More people tune in when the Jays are doing well, and more people tune in when the Leafs are doing worse. That franchise is not this franchise. Best you believe the Jays are not the Leafs. This team's in the conference finals. Hello. That's something Toronto, the Leafs side of things, could never do. Conference final berth, Leafs. In my lifetime, I don't know. Well, they've done it in my lifetime, I should say. Oh. Barger. Barger. Jimenez chops a ball, weak swing, and Barger doesn't run to third despite IKF yelling at him desperately to get going. Dang. I wonder what Barger saw. I wonder if the third base coach disagreed with IKF there and was telling Barger, hold, you know? But IKF really wanted Barger to get going on that little chopper. He did not. Runner remains at second, though, for the hot-hitting Jimenez. 2 home runs in 2 games. He's 1 for 1 today. He's also got a sacrifice bunt. So we will see what Jimenez can do here with the runner in scoring position. He pops it up to left field, but it's not going to be tracked down by Eugenio Suarez. 1-2 is the count, though. Louis Varland is no longer up in the pen. Max Scherzer is going to go out there back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Louis Varland is not warming up. We are getting more Mad Max. We got an explanation here from Bailey. I think Barger might have lost the ball behind the mound. Yeah, he might not have realized that it was just a chopper in front of the plate, and he might have thought that the ball was going a little quicker to the pitcher. Because if it gets to the pitcher quick, he's just going to turn and throw it to third and throw out the runner. But he probably couldn't. Maybe he didn't see it from his angle. If he wasn't watching his third base coach, that's a mistake. 2 out here in the inning because Andres Jimenez grounds out to Josh Naylor. Barger to third now, but there's 2 out. Top of the order coming back up. It's George Springer at the plate. Regular season MVP. I can say that a million times. I will repeat myself a million times. George Springer, regular season MVP for the Toronto Blue Jays. Up at the plate. 2 out, 5-1 Blue Jays. He had that big double last time up. Let's see if we can cash in another one. He also came home on a pass ball. It was deemed a wild pitch. Cal Raleigh might have been able to have it, but official scorer calls it a wild pitch. George Springer score on that one. 100 miles an hour by Vargas. Oh, my gosh. But George Springer's able to make contact there. Foul off that first pitch. It's 0-1. Let's see what happens here. We had a super chat from Ellie Nasser. Ellie Nasser says, as a Mets fan, Max Scherzer is such a weird Blue Jay. I'm still not used to it. I think he still should be with the Tigers. Max Scherzer is not a Blue Jay in my eyes, but he's a Blue Jay now. Max Scherzer, it's still weird, but he's ours, and I love it because he's been so good when he's been good. And he was shaky towards the end there. George Springer lines out to center field, doesn't catch the run there. Max Scherzer, the aforementioned Mad Max, will be back out on the mound for the bottom of the 6th inning. Nobody's warming up in the pen anymore. If you have not hit like on this video, hit like, please. It's a small thing you can do here for us. It's a big help to us. A small little favor you can do to the channel. If you really like us, hit subscribe. We need to dig into this one. Look at this. We got a game day 3D of Max Scherzer striking out Randy Arozarena. Let's cue it up and play it. Mad Max on the mound after saying, let's go. He knew he didn't need Kirk to tag out the runner, which Kirk did. There, you going? Yeah, no, all right. Mad Max screams, let's go. Let's go up to his angle. Zoom in a little. Maybe we go a little this way. Oh, no, can't go. There we go. Oh, no, it's got his face there. Look at this pitch. Mad Max threw that curveball way out in the dirt. Soon as he threw it, soon as he saw Rosarena give at it, he knew he wasn't going to make contact. Scherzer storms off the mound, hyped. What a moment. What a moment. Let us see who's due up for the Mariners here. Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, and Jorge Polanco. That is 2, 3, and 4. Cal Raleigh, who is the maybe American League MVP. Julio Rodriguez, who this regular season had 32 home runs, 95 RBI. And Jorge Polanco, who seems to only hit in big moments and cash in runs consistently in big moments. This is a tough stretch for Max Scherzer. And we'll see how he does here. Only 3 hits given up for Scherzer in the game. 1 run. Cal Raleigh at the plate. Foul ball to start the at-bat. Foul ball. Bottom of the 6th here, Jays with a 4-run lead. These are nervous times. This game is far from over because the Mariners have Big Dumper who flies out to Addison Barger. That's 1 down, baby. Is it safe to say that that's the hardest out in this inning? And Scherzer just did it on 2 pitches? Scherzer is able to retire the big dumps Now it's up to him getting Julio Rodriguez. Starts this account with a strike down the middle. You absolutely love to see it. Ball's fouled off. It's 0-2. If Scherzer gets through this inning, do you just keep running him out there? How do you take him out for the 7th? Canuck Press says, do we need to apologize for doubting Max? Yes. Yes, we do. He has been everything that we could have ever asked for in this game. Gets him! He gets him! Oh my goodness! That slider was pretty. That slider was pretty. This is a slider, I'm pretty sure, along these sleeves, and he kind of flicks on the delivery. That beautiful slider. One more batter here in the 6th inning. If Scherzer can retire Polanco here, just for the vibes alone, I want to see him back out there in the 7th. Curveball swung through. Scherzer. Stop playing with them. Stop playing with Polanco. Max isn't going to pull himself. John Schneider's the only way you can get the only one who can get away with these good vibes. Please, John Schneider, let us have some fun tonight. I'm begging you, John. Let us have some fun. Run Max out there for the 7th. Scherzer, 0-2. Deals. Ball low. That's a fastball 95. Below the zone. Two outs here. 1-2 count. Mad Max delivers. Inside ball. 84 pitches now on the evening for Scherzer. Still 95. Puppy Girl 23 points out. Still 95. Yeah. That dude's 40. He's throwing 95. That ball's in the dirt, 87 miles an hour. You got to throw some strikes here. Come on, Max. You can't lose a batter. 40-year-old, 95-mile-an-hour fastball in the bottom of the 6th inning of the ALCS game number 4. He's still got ace stuff. When the old man rears back and throws it. That was a changeup just barely fouled off by Polanco. Quick water break while that foul ball happens. And Max gets back on the mound to face Polanco with a 3-2 count, 2 out and a 4-run lead. Inside. Dang. Round of applause, Max. Round of applause. Standing ovation, everybody. I can do this. Oh, okay. I can do that. Because if I stand up, you can't see me. So there we go. That's for Max. Yeah. Coming into the game for Max Scherzer, Mason Fluharty. They are going to the lefty. to face Josh Naylor, the lefty. Jays want lefty on lefty. I'm disappointed we don't have more fun with Max. He did such a Hawks 23, the crouching ovation. Yes, it is the crouching ovation. Mad Max did such a fantastic job. His final line of the night is 1 earned run, 3 hits, 4 walks. Don't like that. 5 strikeouts, though. 5 2/3 innings. 1 home run given up. That's the 1 run. A 1.59 ERA in this game. That's a good line. That is a good line. Scherzer. Now we're getting some Mason Fluharty action. Mason Fluharty's numbers. Where's the game log for Mason Fluharty here? Mason Fluharty was in yesterday where he threw, what was that, 15 pitches? 1 hit allowed yesterday. Mason Fluharty. So, but it's the playoffs, right? Who cares if you're pitching back-to-back? All right, so lefty on lefty action. John Schneider, we know John Schneider. He loves the matchups. He loves playing the percentages. He loves his bullpen. Let us see how this thing plays out. Starts off with a ball. Runner on first. Don't forget that as well. 2 out here. Josh Naylor's 5 for 13 in this series. 2 home runs. The Canadian has been beating up on the Canadian team. Bald Michael with a good point. Naylor was the only M to hit him hard. Yeah, Naylor was the one with the solo shot back in the 2nd inning, the bottom of the 2nd. So John Schneider didn't like going back to that one. Oh, Wes, 38 hours he's worked in the last 3 days, and it's hitting him hard. Can't keep his eyes open, but with you killing it on the mic, I'm still in it. Thanks for the great work, Jesse. Hoping I can make it to the last pitch. Wes, even if you fall asleep, I hope you wake up to a win. Thank you for sticking through this with us. This 8:33 p.m. Eastern first pitch is going to take a toll on everybody in the chat who's not used to staying up this late. I know I had a coffee pretty late in the evening just to hang around here. Canadian Lovely 13 with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out, Wes, as always. Appreciate you. Naylor here takes ball 4. Anybody who's been here before knows what I'm about to say. Like, you are not surprised at my words. You bring in a pitcher, and the first thing he does is walk the first batter he faces. Max could have done that. Max could have thrown 4 balls. So you put in Mason Fluharty for the advantage against the lefty, and he doesn't throw strikes. So now he's got to face the right-handed hitting Eugenio Suarez, and Max could have faced him. Useless. It's useless. Walk-in guys. This bullpen loves to unnecessarily walk hitters. Now there's a base hit out to right field. Mariners are going to pot one. They get thrown out at third, though. Naylor trying to stretch it from first to third. He's thrown out. Run counts. And the Jays are saved from a huge inning by an awesome throw by Barger. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let's go. Woo. Great throw, Barger. Terrible base running from Naylor. That's the Canadian psyop in him. Coming out. We have a super chat. Canadian Lovely. Canadian Lovely 13 says, been having a rough go of things lately. I am so sorry to hear that, Canadian Lovely. But wanted to say the stream has really lifted my spirits. Wanted to share the love. Thanks so much. You know what? So hopefully to lift your spirits, the DOS will make an appearance here. Oh, what is that in my ear? Is that a tiny little snail doing a jig? That's, I think, what I hear. Oh, there it is. There's the tiny snail doing a little jig there. Oh, yeah. Look at that snail go. Hopefully that lifts your spirits a little there. We love the snail around here. Robert Malloy on the SDPN chat handle there saying, love the snail. You can't be mad at that little thing. Like, look at the little smile on that guy. How does that not bring a smile to your face? We got Bizzardo coming to the mound here to replace Carlos Vargas in the top of the 7th for the Seattle Mariners. The Blue Jays, considering what just happened there, I'm glad they only allowed that one run in the bottom of the 6th inning. That could have been a huge inning. Mason Fluharty looked awful. Wasn't a fan of what Mason Fluharty was delivering there. Walked the first batter. Single for Suarez. And thank goodness Josh Naylor is a psyop from Mississauga doing good things for the Jays. There's no game day 3D for us to watch, but there is a gifted memberships of 5 from Michael Baldossi. Thank you. Appreciate it. Due up here for the Jays, Nathan Lucas, Vladdy Guerrero, and Alejandro Kirk. Chat. There's 3 chats. I know if you're on the East Coast right now, it might be a little late for this. It might be a little late, but we do this at least once a game. I got to know what you're snacking on, what you're eating today. While you're enjoying the Jays game, even if you had it already, I'll take it. I'll take it in the chat. Your job is to make the rest of the people hanging out here with us salivate. You want them to be jealous of your meal. Or if you got something that's really odd, just share it with the crowd. We're going to read out some of the best ones. Let me know what you're eating this late night on the East Coast or regular time if you're on the West Coast somewhere. Oh, they're pouring in. Here's a ground out by Nathan Lucas to second. Bizzardo comes into the game, gets Nathan Lucas to ground out. First out of the inning. Chillster says, I had a piece of pumpkin pie. We've had this discussion before. Pumpkin pie is the #1 seed in the pumpkin March Madness bracket. The pie March Madness bracket. 1 seed is pumpkin, 2 seed is apple. We don't need to get into it again. Evan, mac and cheese with bacon bits. Love me some mac and cheese. Never go wrong with that. Lane, some free rice from work. Yo, why does free work food taste better? When I worked at Rogers way back when, and they would have a meeting and the higher ups would order the food for us and we get like free sandwiches and stuff. Why does that food taste better? Is it because, you know, the corporation had to pay for it? Always good. Vladdy here sends one out to right field. Is this thing carrying? Is this thing over the wall? Yes, it is! Yes, it is! That's a home run for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It's 6-2 for the Toronto Blue Jays. They pack on an insurance run. Vladdy remains hot. He remains on fire. And the MVP of these postseasons right now. He's hitting 2 for 4 today. He's hitting .469 on the postseason right now with a 1.514 OPS. That is our $500 million man. Vladdy tacking on the run that was lost in the back half of the 6th inning. We get that run back in the top of the 7th. Well done, Vladdy. Oh, my goodness. That Vladdy, I believe he now moves up the all-time list of... Yeah, okay, here it is. Vladdy sets the Blue Jays record for home runs in a single postseason with 5. Chat, we just witnessed history together. No Blue Jay in Toronto Blue Jays history has ever had 5 home runs in a single postseason. That was Vladdy's 5th. Round of applause for Vladdy. Unreal. You want him to show up? All he has done is shown up. Wes Richard with 5 gifted memberships during that chaos. I'll get back to some of your food. We also had a super chat by Bayloust who says, we're leading by 4, but we just scored. Vlad, we're leading by 4. Seattle, but we just scored. Vlad, I said we're leading by 4. I said we're leading by 4. Vladdy with the home run to put them back up by 4. Alejandro Kirk here strikes out. Alejandro Kirk strikes out. Most valuable player. Wes Richard, most valuable player. That is facts. That is facts. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up here on all the chat that's happening. Last one. Mike Maxwell, 3005 writes, cabbage rolls. Cabbage rolls. I believe Mike is eating cabbage rolls. Charles, who's been hanging out on the stream, says that's 2 nights in a row with that pun. Still love it. We can never get too many valuable players. Can't say that too many times. Varsho's at the plate right now. 2-2's the count. 2 out. The Jays trying to make this thing 2-2 in the series. And Varsho strikes out. Varsho strikes out, but that is not a bad result because Vladdy made this inning a good inning. We'll wait for that. We'll wait for that game day 3D to pop up. Probably hit that one at the end of the bottom of the 7th. Aaron Judge could never. That's correct. Let's get back to some of the food you were eating, because while I was running through those, Vladdy decided to make this thing a fun ball game. Stone Flosser says Miller High Life. If you're just eating beer tonight, that's a good time too. Franco says pulled beef tacos and a beer. More beers. Robo Kingman Souvlaki. It was National Souvlaki Day in Canada yesterday. And I know there was deals all around the city on, or was it souvlaki or shawarma? Oh, it might have been National Shawarma Day. I think I'm getting them mixed up. Shawarma and souvlaki, getting them mixed up. But yeah, souvlaki, amazing. A granola bar I stole from a kid's lunchbox at the school I'm currently cleaning alone. Insignificant Nick, you shouldn't. What? Don't tell us that. Insignificant Nick, you bad boy. I hope that's not true. Don't steal granola bars. How dare you? That's insignificant Nick is laughing in your headphones right now. With the evil Thriller laugh. Snoopy Kendall, I had a Royal Reese's Brownie Blizzard. That sounds really good. But we all know the best Blizzard is the Choco Brownie Extreme. Nothing's better than a Choco Brownie Extreme. We know that. You had a second-tier Blizzard. The Royal Reese's Blizzard. Kevin Gosman's going tomorrow. Oh, that's a picture of Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer's going today. Kevin Gosman's going tomorrow. Game number 5. We'll be back here 6 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern, earlier start, thank goodness. Tomorrow we get an earlier start on the calendar. 6 p.m. Gosman for the Jays. Jays hoping to go up. Maybe 3-2 in the series. Maybe 3-2 in the series. Tan Man. Pork. Rice with eggs in it. Stuffing and gravy on the pork. You had me till the gravy. I'm not a big gravy person. I got to be honest. Yo, Justin woke up. Justin woke up because we're talking about ice cream. Dominic Canzone starts off this inning grounding out to IKF, who throws this thing over to Vladdy at first. There it is, out on the board. Out number 1, Louis Varland's in the game. Louis Varland comes in to replace Mason Fluharty for the Toronto Blue Jays. Justin Fisher says, I haven't had a Blizzard in years, but I do own a Ninja Creamy, and boy, let me tell you. I'm not a Ninja Creamy person. Overrated. Talk about overrated appliances, the Ninja Creamy. Sorry, Justin. J.P. Crawford grounds out to Jimenez. 2 outs in the inning. Yo, Louis Varland's come in this game and is dealing 2 quick outs. I have a super chat I got to get to. It's from Chan Danish. No, I'm not saying it. Chan Danson. Chan Danson said, I don't trust Louis Varland at all. Please convince me otherwise. Look at that. You see that scoreboard right there? It says 2 outs. It's been like 2 minutes since he's been on the mound. There's 2 outs. Is that enough? Chan Dan Sidhu. Oh, hey, Barger, get over. Barger! Addison Barger with the diving grab in right field. What a grab. Is that enough convincing Chan Dan Sidhu? 3 outs, 3 up, 3 down, and Barger saves the day with a diving grab. My goodness, everything's coming up Blue Jays today. Wow. Leo Rivas robbed by Addison Barger in right field. He hasn't played right field in over a month. He looks good. He looks real good. Robert Bett says, thanks, Jesse. Now I'm hungry. Thank you for the super chat. Unreal Barger. Varlin has to come back out for the 8th, right? I hope so. Thank you for the super chat, City Magic 1591. I really hope he comes back out because holy cow. Varlin's dealing. The Jays are cooking. There's nothing wrong with anything. Yo, Santander, thank goodness for his back inflammation. Let's see what we got here in terms of a Vladimir Guerrero game day 3D. Vladdy, after the Jays allowed a run in the bottom of the 6th inning, the lead went down to 3. And we're like, oh no, Jeff Hoffman. Jeff Hoffman can allow 3 runs, but 4 feels a little safer. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. made sure this thing got back up to 4 because he hit this solo shot the oppo way. And he knew as soon as he made contact that thing would get over the wall. He didn't waste time looking at it, celebrating. Oh, there's a little hop and a celly. There it is. There's the hop and the celly. Oh, my goodness, Vladdy, what a good time. Let's check out the action cam. Action cam's always broken. But here it is. Let's follow Vladdy around. Oh, action cam changing views. Oh, we don't need to see this. Oh, we don't need to see this action cam. Action cam's broken. It's in left field here, or right field with the ball. There's Vladdy rounding the bases. This is the fan control. One more view. Vladdy round that thing. There you go. Yep. I just got to see this little hop one more time. The hop celly. There it is. Boom. Yeah. And there it is. Vladdy's home run. Here we go. Blue Jays. 6 more outs. 6 more outs. Ernie Clement singles into left field. The hot hitting Ernie Clement. He's hitting .467 these playoffs. It's absurd. It's absurd how well Ernie Clement is hitting. Shout out Adam Wild in the chat who checked in when Barger had his great diving catch to end that last inning. Ernie Ted Williams is what we will call him, Wilsif. You are correct there. Jeff says Ernie must love craft singles. Singles for everybody. He definitely works for Kraft. Barger, our hero in the bottom of the 7th, is at the plate now. The count is 1-1. He's facing Hancock. I don't want to get in trouble with phrasing with Emerson Hancock. You know? Emerson's making is dangerous. Hancock with the ball. Like oh no. Oh no. I'm too tempted. I can't control myself. There's just too many Hancock things to say. We will reserve. We will reserve. We will hold back. We'll hold back on the Hancock. Yep, Hancock's really gripping that baseball tight. Threw that ball high for Hancock. I'm going to call him Emerson. Emerson walks Barger. We got 2 men on here. Charles Bogart with a $1 super chat. There's no message on it, though, Charles. But shout out you, low confetti. We're getting a pinch runner here. Miles Straw comes into pinch run for Addison Barger. Miles Straw comes into pinch run for Addison Barger. I couldn't do one of those PA things. I don't have a good enough voice to be a PA announcer. Kiner Falefa shows bunt, pulls back. None out here. Primed IKF bunt spot. The force play at third makes me a little sketched, but everybody's coming in. Oh! Oh my God. That bunt was orgasmic. You want to see a perfect bunt. You want to see a perfect bunt? Replay that IKF bunt every single day of the week. That man knows how to lay down a bunt. When the entire infield knew it was coming, they were all charging. If you like baseball, you can appreciate what IKF just did there. Right in between the pitcher, the third baseman, and the catcher. And that leads to a run because Jimenez is prime Barry Bonds. And he's going to drive in 2 here as Straw slides in safely past Cal Raleigh. Jimenez again. Jimenez can't be stopped. Oh my God, Andres Jimenez. What is this? What is this? Who are you? Who is that human? And how did they get into the body of Andres Jimenez? I don't know that alien who just drove in 2 runs and is standing on first base. I don't know that alien who had a 2-run home run today. I don't know the alien that had a 2-run home run yesterday. Andres Jimenez, greatest hitter in the history of Major League Baseball. My God. Shout out Wes Richard once again for gifting 10 SDP VIP memberships. We always appreciate it, Wes. Shout out Bald Michael for saying that was a hard play for Hancock. Michael said it, not me. Yo, Heather, maybe with the most important super chat. Why so few likes? Chat, come on. Yo, pump up those likes right now. Hit like on this video. I really appreciate every single person who likes this video. If you really like us, hit subscribe. Emo Jalapeno. We are dancing with the dancing emojis. We are having fun tonight. We are 6 outs away. We are 6 outs away from the Blue Jays making sure that this thing gets back to Toronto. Double play here. Oh, no, Springer beats it out. Shout out Lily Hillian 666 who says, I joined the stream and we put up 3 in 2 innings. Yes, they did. Yo, shout out Mr. Joe Peeps who liked the stream and then unliked it and then liked it again. Just so he can do that. Shout out Mr. Joe Peeps. Yes, my voice is chopped. Okay. I've destroyed it through 3.5 hour streams for the last 3 weeks of postseason baseball. It'll come back one day, hopefully. I do sound like a teenager, ZZ Cannonball. 8-2 is the score. Jeff Hoffman's coming out. Chat, how do we feel? Let me know. Let me know. Jeff Hoffman facing the heart of the Mariners lineup. We're going right to the top. It's a Rosarena, it's Raleigh, it's Rodriguez. That's who Jeff Hoffman has to face in the bottom of the 8th inning. Are you confident with Jeff Hoffman and a 6-run lead? Let me know. Ball 4. Oh, it might not even be 6 runs. It might be more. This thing might be more. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is coming to the plate. And Nathan Luke gets walked. And George Springer's on second base. Justin Fisher. Excuse me. Justin, if I was making these jokes, you would be on the mod account telling me to calm down. I'm going to read your chat in 1 second, but first we got a super chat from Corrupted 101 that says, I don't feel comfortable. Too much past abuse. If you are a Jays fan, Vladdy flies out here. Vladdy flies out to Dominic Canzone for the 3rd out of the inning. That looked like it was good off the bat, but it dies in right field. If you are a Jays fan, you, like I do, have PTSD from Jeff Hoffman. Justin Fisher said, lack of control on the mound, Hancock gripping it a little too hard. Justin. I read it like I promised. What is this? Dalton? Can I just call you Dalton? Dalton with the super chat. Jesse, if you were a baseball, who would you like to smack you out of the stadium? If I was a baseball, I would like... let me see. I would like Paul Skeens to throw me at Cal Raleigh so I hit his big dumper. That's what I want if I was a baseball. This is the scenario you painted, you put me in. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm going to tell the Magic Genie. Make Paul Skeens on the mound and make a hit by pitch. And that hit by pitch is the meatiest part of Cal Raleigh. And we're going to call him, he's going to walk to first base. And then I'm going to be taken out of the game. Because I'm a baseball and they'll throw me in a bucket. And they're going to bring in the next baseball. And my evening's going to be done. And that's it. Tomorrow, we're streaming at 6 p.m. Eastern time for game number 5 of this series. If you are here today, tune in tomorrow. It's always a good time on these streams, especially when the Jays are up by 6 runs here. Jeff Hoffman is indeed coming into the mound here for Louis Varland. Dodgers have a chance to sweep tomorrow. Yeah, Yanaki 25-25. There's no rest in baseball. This thing, 2-1 in this series, every single day. This baseball thing keeps going. We're right back at it tomorrow. The Blue Jays have done a great job today, their pitching staff. Only 4 hits allowed by the Mariners. Jeff Hoffman. The Jeff Hoffman temperature check in the chat was lukewarm. Some people, a little sketched. Some people, a little like, okay, 6-run lead, we can do this. It's 1, 2, 3 in the batting order. Randy Arozarena has not hit well. He's 2 for 14 in the ALCS, and in the playoffs as a whole, he's hitting 162. Jeff Hoffman, if he loves us and respects us as people and cares for our sanity today, will throw strikes to Randy Arozarena. He will not walk him. 2-1 is the count. If Jeff Hoffman cares about the children around the world who are rooting for the Toronto Blue Jays and doesn't want them to cry, and the adults who cried too, because adults are allowed to cry, Jeff Hoffman will throw strikes to Randy Arozarena. Because Randy hasn't been hitting the ball. Make him try and hit it. It's 2-2 here in the count. None out. That's a strike 3! Throw strikes! He thought of the children! He put a smile on their face and he strikes them out looking because Jeff Hoffman was listening and threw strikes! Thank you, Jeff! Thank you! Oh my God, thank you! Oh, baby! Schneider played Hoffman now. He can pull him. That's from Corrupted 101. Thank God. Cal Raleigh. AL maybe MVP. Against Jeff Hoffman. He pops it up to third base. Jeff Hoffman retires the first 2 batters of the inning. Ernie Clement gets under that one, makes an easy grab. We might be getting a 3-up, 3-down Jeff Hoffman inning here. Things not seen since Halley's Comet collided with the moon. This is like an aurora borealis in your kitchen. It's unbelievable that we are here at this moment witnessing a Jeff Hoffman 3-up, 3-down inning with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning in game number 4 of the American League Championship Series. This is the last person I want on the mound. Adam said, what the heck are you talking about? Watch The Simpsons. Watch The Simpsons, gosh darn it. Please educate yourselves with the greatest cartoon in the history of television. 2-2's the count. Julio Rodriguez is at the plate. Jeff Hoffman, 2-2 to Julio. Strike 3, baby! Oh my God! That earns an ole. Can you believe what Jeff Hoffman just did? Can you believe our boy, the man who can't get it done, the man who nobody believes in, just had a 3-up, 3-down inning? The Blue Jays are 3 outs away from pushing this thing back to Toronto. They're 3 outs away from tying this thing up at 2 games apiece. Corrupted 101. Aurora Borealis at this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your Jeff Hoffman pitching mound. That's someone who gets it. I'm gonna bring that up for the family in the chat. I'm sorry that I am indeed an old, and my references are Simpsons references from, what is that, like 25 years ago now? If anybody knows the steamed hams reference, there's the GIF. We are having a good time tonight. We are having a good time tonight. It's hard to have a bad time when your team's up by 6 runs and you're heading to the 9th inning. We also have a game day 3D to watch because for some reason, Major League Baseball changed their rules and they allowed body switching. And Andres Jimenez had the opportunity to trade bodies with prime Barry Bonds. Here's Jimenez singling up the middle and drives in 2 runs. I don't even know. That was Clement. Or was that Miles Straw? I don't know how Miles Straw scored. Miles Straw was stuck at second. I'm going to do fan control. No, give me fan control, please. Fan control. So if we go fan control and then we come here, you'll see. So Miles Straw at the top of your screen doesn't leave. He doesn't leave until the ball just barely leaves the infield. Then Miles Straw gets home and he slides right past Cal Raleigh there for that run. Andres Jimenez drives in a couple more. You'll see the slide in the tag here. Oh, this is a great view. This is a great view. Oh, Miles Straw touching the plate. One more time. Bring that one back. Miles Straw here once again sliding right past Cal. Oh, Cal Raleigh can't do it. Jimenez, beautiful piece of hitting. Beautiful piece of base running, everybody around. Jays up 8-2. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Bay Loust says, don't apologize for quoting what's probably the most quotable show ever made. Thank you. Fighting Amish, my knowledge does embiggen everybody. Lorenzo, Jesse, can we see your strike 3 call? No. Are we doing strike 3 calls? Okay, hold on. Let me get on the mask of shame, and then I'll do a strike 3 call. I gotta be dressed for the occasion. Alejandro Kirk strikes out on a foul tip here. Ah, darn it. 1 out in the inning. So super chat from Lorenzo. Let me see if I got everything set. All right. We can do Mask of Shame, strike 3. My voice is so shot. It's going to be awful. Okay. You guys hear me through the Mask of Shame? My voice, like, I'm apologizing ahead of time for how hard my voice is going to crack trying to do this. Okay? But I'm going to try my best. So Jeff Hoffman, everybody imagine right now, Jeff Hoffman, again, is dealing to Julio Rodriguez. He throws what did he throw? He threw a four-seam fastball that was on the black on the edge of the zone. And then the umpire, strike three! That's all I got. How was that? Dalton Varsho struck out while I was doing that. It was pretty good timing. Dalton Varsho struck out while I was doing the strike three call. Snoopy Kendall with the super chat. I still like him better than Steinbrenner, Don Mattingly. Clement. Oh, it's caught. Sorry. I thought Clement had another base hit there. Julio Rodriguez caught that ball. Sir Anthony Dominguez. Wow. Jeff Hoffman gets the 8th only. You got to save him for tomorrow. Oh, it's being challenged. The Jays are challenged. I thought it dropped. Sorry, a lot's going on here. The Jays are challenging Ernie Clement's hit out to center field. They're saying it dropped. No, he caught that. He caught that so clean. What are you talking about? That thing was caught cleanly. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a catch. They just confirmed it's a catch. We're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. Sorry. Back things up there. Wes Richard wrote, Jeff really went Hoffman. He did go Hoffman. Yo, did we just galaxy brain this? Will Seth with probably one of the best chats of the night, because I wouldn't have clocked this. Were the Jays challenging to buy time for Sir Anthony Dominguez? Did that inning go by a little too fast and they wanted Dominguez to throw a couple more pitches in the pen? So they challenged and they got him, 5 more pitches? 4 more pitches? If that's the case, that's super smart. Tyson, Sir Anthony was already coming out of the dugout. Well, he would have been coming from the bullpen, right? I don't know. Robo Kingman says they probably wanted to give Dominguez more pitches. It's okay. He was walking was he walking to the field already? Jordan said he was walking to the field already. I don't know. I'd have to go back on the video. I don't know if he was in the pen still. Interesting. In the end, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Wes, I got your joke. He really went Hoff, man. Yeah, I think I said it with the Hoff emphasis. It did not go over my head. I know a lot will go over my head in terms of puns. I liked it. All right. Bottom of the 9th inning. Jorge Polanco, Josh Naylor, Eugenio Suarez due up for the Mariners. Sir Anthony Dominguez on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. The Jays are 3 outs from tying this series. They're 3 outs from making sure there's a Game 6 back in Toronto on Sunday afternoon or evening, whenever they host the game. Kevin Gausman's going tomorrow. I assume it'll be Bieber or Ye Savage Game 6. We'll see. I don't know if I want Trey in Game 7, right? So you'd think they go Bieber. They go Trey 6. Bieber 7. But we're a long ways away from that. We are a long ways away from that. Jet Legends, yes, the next game is in Seattle. The Major League Baseball goes 2-3-2. They're not like the NBA or the NHL who go 2-2-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. They're a 2-3-2 league. Which, debate amongst yourselves on which one is superior. Pop fly to center field. Varsho catches it. 1 out in the inning. Two out. 2 outs to go. Josh Naylor's at the plate. 8-2 Blue Jays. Are you guys getting ready for this? You guys getting ready for this? Because we're 2 outs away. At the end of game number 2 on Monday night. Oh, there's a base hit by Josh Naylor. That's going to be a double. No, he stays at first. It's a single. Single by Josh Naylor. At the end of Monday's game, it didn't feel possible that we would get to this point on Thursday night where the Toronto Blue Jays are 2 outs away from tying up this series again. They were in Toronto. They lost both games in Toronto, and they were heading over to Seattle to face some tough Seattle pitching. And a Seattle lineup that looked like it was really finding its groove in that 10-3 game on Monday. And now we sit here after 2 games where the Blue Jays bats have exploded and where the Blue Jays pitching staff has looked really strong. Sedin Magic 1591 says the Canucks came from 2-0 down to beat Dallas 5-3, and the Jays are on the cusp of trying this series. What a great night to be a sports fan. Leafs won as well. Hey, for the Leafs fans, they got a victory tonight. That's a ball outside by Sir Anthony. James Stemler says in the NHL, the alternating games in the conferences, whatever, but frankly dumb as hell in the cup final when the cities are so bloody far apart. Yeah, it's I'm okay with either one, you know? That's going to be 2 outs in the inning. This is popped up to shallow right. IKF makes the catch. This is a super chat from Robert Bett that says, how's the blood pressure? Blood pressure is great now. The blood pressure throughout this tense music as Dominic Canzone comes to the plate here to face Sir Anthony Dominguez. The blood pressure is Gucci because the Jays are 1 out away from tying up this series. I had my doubts. Oh, baby, did I have my doubts at the end of game 2. But they've proven me wrong because Ernie Clement is hitting the ball like nobody else in this postseason. Andres Jimenez has switched bodies with Prime Barry Bonds, and I'll say it again. He is him, Enes. Cashing in 4 runs today for the Jays. Hitting 2-run home runs in back-to-back games. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who they just showed on the screen, has been the consistent big hitter for the Jays that we've wanted since we've signed him, since he's been with this organization as a teenager. He's shown up and been the big bat that we wanted. Scherzer came in today. One time for Max Scherzer, please. Round of applause. He came in today. That's a wild pitch by Sir Anthony Dominguez. Runner goes to second. That ball went way out there. Max Scherzer, one time for him in the chat. The 40-year-old showed up and showed out. 1-run ball through 5 2/3. He was absolutely dealing in every sense of the word. He told John Schneider to leave him out there, and he was right. That's strike number 3! And that is the ball game. We're all tied. Friday night. It's a 2-2 series. The Blue Jays are going to be back there with a chance to get win number 3. We're guaranteed Game 6 back in Toronto. Oh, baby. From 0-2 to 2-2. They take the 2 games on the road. It's Jimenez. It's Scherzer. It's Barger. It's Vladdy. It's Clement. It's Sir Anthony. It's Louis Bartlett. It's Jeff Hoffman, the most unbelievable man to come up and shut down 3 straight batters. Thank goodness we got the good Jeff Hoffman tonight. What a victory for the Jays. What a comeback in this series. Man, this team might have it. This team might be it. They've been doing this all season long. IKF Legacy game. Don't let me forget that one. Bring out some of the DOS here. All season long, these darn Toronto Blue Jays have just been the comeback kids. And what did they do again? In the ALCS, they are doing it again. They've come back from 2 down here in this series. They came back from 1-0 down in this game. And all of a sudden, we got a Game 5 on Friday in a 2-2 series, and we're guaranteed Game 6 back in Toronto. I'll see you guys here 6 p.m., less than 24 hours from right now. Thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here right now watching these Jays win this game and pull this series even. That's it. I'm out of voice. Thank you, chat, once again. Thank you for all the gifted subs. I'm sure I missed a whole bunch there while the Jays were winning it. Wes Richard, thank you again. Good night.